beautiful little flex point 95 square inch rad. Wanted to say thanks everybody for participating. Excited to get the Brotherhood of the Traveling Radical fired up again. This thing plays super sweet, super soft. Interesting flex profile in the throat area, but gave it a good amount of lead up top and a leather grip down low. Should make for a great hit. So on to the East Coast. Enjoy, fellas. Oh, one more shout out to Jolly. Jolly, thanks for getting the thread going. Hope that you enjoy this guy as part of your collection. Threw in a little vintage head damp for you there. Happy hitting, folks. So I wanted to give some initial impressions of the Flex Point Radical MP. I'd hit one of these maybe 15 years ago. Old high school buddy had one. At the time, I didn't really love it because I was playing it stock and doesn't really have the same heft as the version that I'm hitting here, which includes about 15 grams in the upper hoop and about 10 grams in the handle. The Radical that we have here customized plays a lot differently. Great stability in the upper hoop. Incredibly soft feel, probably one of the softer 95 square inch Radicals that head is produced. I found great ball pocketing, and I mentioned it a little bit earlier in the intro, but the flex profile on this one is particularly unique. The way that the throat flexes, the throat yoke, it feels like the upper portion sort of stiffens on impact, whereas the bottom portion maybe stays, let's say, static in terms of its flex. I found that to be a really interesting dynamic. Not exactly the most flexible Radical in that lower yoke, upper yoke area, but still provides that classic Radical feel on impact with the comfortable layup. I guess the most unique thing about the Flex Point Radical is that you really don't feel the flex points. I've hit a number of other flex point frames, namely the Prestige and the Instinct, and you can sort of feel in the center of the string bed this lack of stability almost. I mean, that's essentially what it's intended for the frame to bend in the middle of the hoop. But on this Radical, it doesn't necessarily feel that way. It might be because of the way that the weight is distributed or something of that nature, but just kind of an interesting footnote for people to sort of keep tabs on as they get a chance to hit the frame. Very interesting and unique feel in that sense. Last thoughts for you guys. Just want to go ahead and thank Jolly again for getting this thread concept started. Really unique idea, and I think has created a lot of unity and excitement in the 6-7 years the thread's been floating around. So appreciate that sentiment, and hope you enjoy this Flex Point Rad as a gift and a token of all of our appreciation. Thanks, Jolly.